Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you guys have not watched my part 1 on how I construct my wigs on the sewing machine, definitely do that. I'll have it listed in the cards above. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I actually customize my closure units, from plucking to cutting some layers to face framing pieces, as well as curling it. As far as plucking, I do recommend tweezers that are very sturdy and that has a slight angle. So the silver ones, they have a slight angle, but they're not as sturdy. And the pink ones, they're very sturdy, but they're straight across. But since I'm kind of used to plucking with those, for me, I can easily pluck with them. But if you're a beginner, I recommend something that's at a slant, just to make sure you don't poke a hole in it. So I'm going to be hot combing the hair back just to make sure I can see everything. And I'm showing you the motion that I'm going to be doing. I'm not going to be plucking in one spot. Like, I never stay long in one spot. I always move around. So as you can tell, this closure is pretty much pre-plucked. It was plucked very well. This closure my friend had bought, I think, from Beauty Forever. But right now I am going behind the hairline, and I'm just going to be thinning that out a little bit. Like I said, I'm not really staying in one spot for too long. I'm kind of like moving left and right. You don't want to stay in a spot for too long because it will create a hole or a bald spot in your area, and you do not want that. Now, this is the amount of hair that had came out when I was plucking it. It is totally normal, guys. Don't be afraid of the amount of hair that will come out when plucking. You want to make sure your closure looks very natural as possible. So yes, like I said, I really didn't have to do too much with this one. Maybe in the future, if I ever get like a client who brings like a very, very bulky closure, I can do like a more in-depth on how I pluck. But this one was pretty much already done. I just kind of thinned it out a little bit more, so it could look a little bit more natural. But yeah, I'm just sectioning. After I get done with one section, I move up a little bit, and then I kind of just, gauge with my eyes and see where do I need to pluck next. I might go back in a little bit further to take away some of that bulkiness in the back. So I do actually pluck on the hairline just so it won't be like a strictly straight line. You don't want to overdo this part though. So I pluck a little bit on the actual hairline and I just comb that out. Now you can also pluck closures, frontals, on a white towel. Now, for some reason, I do not own a white towel at the moment. I thought I did, but I couldn't find it. So I just went on ahead and plucked mine on the canvas head. I've always plucked mine on the canvas head until I realized that other people were using a towel. And it actually does work. You can kind of see everything. But, I mean, if your canvas head is pretty much light enough, you can see everything as well. But a towel is also, a white towel is also a great trick to help you guys with plucking as well. I also feel like plucking is to everyone's preference. My friend was getting this wig installed, so I didn't want to pluck too much to where like it looks weird whenever she gets baby hairs or things like that. So I did keep it at like a minimum, but honestly the closure was already pre-plucked and it was really good, so I really didn't have to do too much to it. Alright, so this is what it's looking like. I feel like I plucked a little bit more on the right side than the left. Plucking a little bit more on my left side, but not too much. Again, I didn't want to pluck too much to where she want to do baby hairs like it's like this over pluck closure. Alright, and we are done plucking. I think it looks pretty good. It still looks natural. It's not overly plucked. So that is very good. And this is how much hair I plucked. Not really too much. Like I said, the wig was already pre-plucked. Here I'm just going in and creating some layers. She really wants some movement in this unit and a lot of like face framing pieces. So I'm going in and I'm adding long layers. Here I'm just doing some face framing pieces, not too much, but something just to give a little va-va-voom to the front pieces. After I do that, I do go in with my point cut exactly where I cut across, just to make sure everything lays a little softer. So now we're going into styling. These are some of the products I use. I use my BioSilk hair serum. I use Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press. It's a heat protectant, and I use my Beauty Bar wax stick to help lay down my closure. And I'm just going in, I'm adding some flat iron curls. I'm using my Babyliss titanium flat iron. And I'm just going to be clipping it with my one big blue clip that I had. I couldn't find my silver clip, so I just basically use this as a traveling clip. Let me know in the comment section, which do you prefer? Do you prefer curls or do you prefer straight? Do you prefer actually like curly hair? What is your preference? Me personally, I'm a sucker for curls. Like, I love curls. I've been slowly starting to get into the straight family, but I'm a curls girl. Like, top part, middle part, I just love me a good bouncy curl. So that's what I am. That's what I prefer. Yeah, let me know in the comment section, what do you guys prefer? Alright, so we are done. I'm just going in with my hairspray just to hold everything in place before I do the ultimate comb out. But after a long time, look at these Shirley Temple curls. Look at that bounce. Look at that. It's just giving. Okay, can't wait to comb these out. So this is what the wig looks like. So I moved her over to my actual mannequin head. I don't know what to name her. I feel like she needs a name. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section below. So now we are combing out. This is my favorite part. I love a good comb out of curls, just to see everything kind of like fall in place. The flat iron curls, I do feel like they last a little bit longer, so and it definitely gave the body that it needs to give. But yeah, this is the finished result, guys. Oh, I forgot to mention that I did color this unit jet black. So yeah, and she is done, y'all. My friend loved it. If you want to see what it looks like on her head, definitely go check out my other video. It's a picture in there on how I make my wigs on a sewing machine. Again, I'll put it in the cards above, but definitely go check that out. But yeah, she's such a beauty. It's something about a middle part jet black curl. But yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys, and turn on your post notification bell. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. Peace.